5 of Northside Manor. I'm Gabriella.
And I'm Michael.
We have an exciting new topic for this week's Northside Inside.
We have your Cubs injury update.
And your pick for home run of the week. Time for game recaps. Let's recap the Red Series. Last Friday, the Cubs won 8-1. Anthony Rizzo and Javier Baez homered. Dexter Fowler, Chris Bryant, and Jason Hayward all doubled. Saturday, the Cubs did lose 5-13. Addison Russell did homer, though. Sunday, they won 9-0. Anthony Rizzo homered twice. Tommy Lasello homered as well. Then we go into the Brewers series. Tuesday, they won 4-3. Addison Russell tripled. Wednesday was a rainout, and the makeup day is to be decided. Thursday, they won 7-2. David Ross homered. Anthony Rizzo and Tommy Lasello both doubled. This weekend, the Braves are in town. Friday, today, it's Aaron Blair, who is 0-1, versus John Lesser, who is 2-1. Saturday, a 1:20 game, Julio Teheran, who is 0-3, versus John Lackey, who is 3-1. And then Sunday, another 1:20 game, it's Matt Whistler, who is 0-2, versus Jason Hamill, who is 3-0. Time for Cubs news. The Chicago Cubs moves to 15-5 on the year. It's their best start through 20 games since 1907, a year in which the Cubs won the World Series. Cubs minor leaguer Dan Vogelbach is really strong. He broke the second A in Principal Park with a moonshot earlier this week. Schwarber 2.0, anyone? Congratulations to Cubs minor leaguer Ian Happ for being named the Carolina League Player of the Week. And now it's time for an injury update. The MRI confirmed Chris Bryant has a mild ankle sprain. He will not play today, but not expected to go on the disabled list, which is a good thing. Will most likely miss a few days. The Cubs placed catcher Miguel Montero on the 15-day DL, retroactive April 25th, with lower back tightness. They have selected the contract of catcher Tim Fedorovich from the Iowa Cubs. Time for a brand new edition of Northside Inside. This week you guys picked, 41% of you picked the topic to be Chicago baseball. So not only the Cubs, but the White Sox are on a pretty good, strong start.
They are, yes. Both teams the city here has been divided at the beginning of the baseball season. So, what's your take on the teams?
I mean, they're doing pretty well. I would just have to say, I'm not being biased or anything, the Cubs just have a better team. The only player that I'll give props to on the White Sox is Chris Sale. I think that's their best player, their best pitcher.
I agree. You know, the White Sox, they've just been on a tear of lately. You know, they swept the Blue Jays, which is a tough team to do that to, in Toronto.
Yeah.
You know, they've kind of clicked as a group. That's almost a whole new group, where the Cubs, they've added 1 to 2 to 3 players, and it's still your main top guys. So the Cubs, we expected to click really, really fast. The White Sox, it took some time, and you know, now they've clicked. And so I hope, I know it's really, really early,
yeah,
but a crosstown World Series would probably end the world.
I was just about to say, Chicago would no longer be a city if that happened. That'd be pretty exciting, though. I'd be pretty excited to watch that.
I would have to go to a couple of games.
Yeah, we would definitely have to go to a couple of games. But let us know what you guys think on this topic. And we know if you're watching, you're probably all Cubs fans. But let us know what you think about the White Sox hot start.
Yes. For your Around the League news this week, the streak is finally over. Freddie Freeman goes deep to end a 15-game home run-less streak for the Atlanta Braves. The Red Sox 210 strikeouts entering today are the most from a pitching staff through the first 20 games in modern era. Robinson Cano hits a grand slam to finish 6 RBIs, including the 1,000th RBI of his career, so congratulations. And breaking news coming out of Miami, the Marlins All-Star second baseman Dee Gordon suspended 80 games after testing positive for PEDs. No wonder why he's so fast.
Time for this week's Player of the Week. I'm going to give the honors to Anthony Rizzo. He's just been on a tear lately, raking in those RBIs, hitting home runs, just everything we expect him to do. Rizzo being Rizzo.
Yeah, he's a star. He's a star of the team, captain of the team, and one of the faces of Chicago baseball, which we talked about. So,
yeah,
good pick. I like that pick. And now it's time for Home Run of the Week.
Bonds to
today.
The Diamondbacks. Condon runs on the 3-2 and a fly ball hit to deep left. Bradley looks up. That ball is gone. A home run.
As you guys know, we took to Twitter to ask you who you wanted to win Home Run of the Week honors, and 50% of you guys picked Andrew McCutchen's 3-home run game. Take a look.
Maybe middle.
And that one hit a long way to left field, and Andrew McCutchen hits a deep home run here in the first inning.
And again, it may only take one swing for Andrew McCutchen to get locked in. You know, we've seen him struggle, especially that last series in Arizona. Just seemed a little bit off with the mechanics.
Sea level, that'll be 430 feet.
Oh.
It's another one deep to left center.
Yep.
And no doubt about this one. Andrew McCutchen's hit his second home run of the night.
I think it's official. The slump is over. Andrew McCutchen, whatever he did.
1-2, blasted into right. And that one is out of here. A 3-run home run for Andrew McCutchen.
Well, we also had our friends over at Cubs Kick Ass on Twitter. They said Anthony Rizzo should win it, and being we're a Cubs-based show, Anthony Rizzo also wins this week's honors of Home Run of the Week.
He's just winning everything this week.
Take a look at his home runs as well.
Alfredo Simon. High deep drive right field. Bruce and Shebler are back on it. And it is gone! I think it deflected off Shebler's glove, in fact. A 2-run homer. Run homer in the first inning. And a fly ball to center this time. Shebler at the barrier. Gone! 2 at-bats, 2 homers, 4 RBIs.
That's going to do it for this episode of Northside Manor, brought to you by Bygone Brand. Make sure you go to bygonebrand.com to get 10% off using code Northside Manor. Get yourself a shirt.
Really, really nice t-shirts. Go check them out. Bygone Brand. And make sure to send Connor, our writer for Northside Manor's website, northsidemanor.wordpress.com, your questions for Northside Mailbag. Last week's mailbag was really, really good, and your questions were answered. So please send us your questions via Facebook, Twitter, or even drop them in a comment on our Instagram.
Yeah, and check out his latest Northside Mailbag. The questions were really good, and his answers were even better. So make sure you go check those out. That's going to do it for us, though. I'm Gabriella.
And I'm Michael.
Go Cubs!